maybe the most basic and most widely used example for a hypothesis space is obtained by considering linear functions or linear predictors, which just take the features in the feature vector and form a weighted linear combination. So we sum all the features from 1 to n and weight them by some weight. So these are weights which are, for example, real numbers, in the most basic case. And the set of all functions of this form is a particular hypothesis space. So this is the hypothesis space of linear mappings or linear functions. So all functions that can be represented by a weighted linear combination of the features x is an element or constitutes this hypothesis space. So what is nice about this hypothesis space is that any element of this space is characterized by a particular weight vector. So this element might be the predictor obtained by using the weight vector w1, and another element of this space might be obtained by using a different weight vector w2. So to be concrete, let's assume we have only 3 features and the weight vector w1 could be 1, 1, 0, and the weight vector w2 would be 0, 1, 0. So each element of this hypothesis space is represented or can be represented by a particular choice for this weight vector, which is a real valued vector of length Rn. So the length of the weight vector is exactly the same as the length of the feature vector. And what is very convenient about this linear hypothesis space is that we can use efficient software libraries for linear algebra to implement different operations on these weight vectors. We might want to add the weights of different predictor functions to get a new predictor function. But also the computation of the predictions of the predicted labels can be done very efficiently with hard and software that is geared towards efficient linear algebra. And one example of such hardware that is extremely good at operating with matrices and vectors is called graphics processing units. So graphics processing units are efficient hardware components for doing a lot of matrix vector computations. So they allow to do machine learning using such a linear hypothesis space very efficiently.